Hi, I'm Amethyst. Welcome to Sage Circle. I'm just going to do a pick a pile with two individual piles. Today they'll only be short reading, maybe 10 or 15 minutes each pile, about the energy that you're carrying from this year ending off to start the new year. It's not a negative thing in any way, shape or form. I just had this wonderful idea to do this today. I was at my grocery centre and there were people everywhere. I have not seen that many people in there ever. And the energy was crackling almost. And you could see the energetic threads from one person to the next, to the next, to the next. It was insane. It was almost like there was, maybe a foot worth of ethereal energy, like running right across the top of everybody. They had Christmas music on in there. It was blasting really loud. There was just people bumper to bumper. It was really hard to move around. And I thought, wow, it didn't even occur to me until I got home and I was actually soaking in this energy of the whole atmosphere in there, that while I was in there, I was part of that atmosphere. And when I thought that, I was like, wow, I wonder what everybody else's energy is like at this time of year going into January. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to do a reading. So, okay, here we go, guys. This will be the first pile, the Sun card. Focus. And this will be the second pile, the Lilies. So I've got pre-shuffled piles here and I'll be pulling from there and shuffling once I've gotten through the pre-shuffled piles. So pile 1, the Sun card. Okay, straight away, the Sun is a really lucky and auspicious card. And Spirit is saying that if you want to know something, if you're asking something positive, or, will I date this certain person, or am I going to get a better job next year, or will the money finally hit my bank, or what have you, the answer is yes, 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 yes. It's a pure yes. This could also mean to do with travel and going to see family. There's a group of camels here. They can be solo animals as well, but there's a group of them here, and there's 2 pyramids in the back. So that's sort of suggests to me home life or family, or between 2 families, or between 2 worlds type of thing, but all trudging along together. So either way, the answer for you is yes. So let's have a look here. It says, you are the sky. Everything else is just the weather. Oh, wow. You are the sky. Everything else is just the weather. And the card is blue. So throat chakra. Maybe you need to tell somebody something. Maybe you need to have a conversation with somebody and be honest about what you're thinking and feeling before the new year comes in, to shift some energy or what have you. But what I can see, Spirit is showing me, it's like a person hanging off a little, like a little cloud or something up in the sky, and it's like somebody's looking down over it, with their arms dangling down, looking right down at everything else that's going on underneath them. And what Spirit is saying is you are vibrating at a really high energy at the moment. You mightn't think that, but that's what's going on. Spirit is saying that it's normal to go through symptoms of lethargy and being a bit tired, or being a bit irritable, or just not feeling 100%. When you've hit that vibration of raising so high, Spirit is saying you've actually had this really epic growth since November last year, coming up to the end of this year, starting of the new year. The amount of growth mentally and emotionally you have gone through is absolutely insane. You have matured on an epic level. And that's not to say you weren't mature beforehand. It just means that, Spirit is aware that you've ascended, you've gone up a few notches, and you mightn't even be aware of that. But Spirit wants to congratulate you on your growth. And it could be in a multitude of ways for a multitude of reasons, but it's been acknowledged by Spirit. You are the sky, everything else is the weather. Regardless of people's shit, you have just worked on yourself. And it might even be other people's bullshit that has propelled you to work on yourself, like knowingly or not. But either way, you are the sky and everything else is just the weather. The sky will always be there. The sky has to be there, but the weather that goes on around you come and goes. And you just need to remember that that's what you've done this year. And this is the energy you're sitting in right now. The sun's here, blessings for you. Okay, so, oops. Next card. Sorry, that was my chest. I hit the camera. It says, nothing is set in stone. Oh, wow. Oh, I love this card. So notice that it's blue again, throat chakra. Maybe you need to have a conversation, or maybe you have had a conversation with somebody. Maybe you need to be honest about what you're thinking and feeling to do with something. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's romantic. It could be any situation for you. But notice you're the sky, and it says you are the sky. So notice that you're up here being the sky. You're calm, you're peaceful, you've got your little stars out, you're glowing, you're having a look around. And at the same time, the water is muddled, it's choppy, there's shit going on underneath you, like it's almost, it's a weather thing. And what Spirit is saying is that just coincides with this. Nothing is yet set in stone. So just plod along with what you've been through. Just really be grateful in yourself that you have gone through this ascension. If you're not aware that you have had this mental and emotional growth, you've matured in that aspect, other people are noticing, and that's the reality. Some people might try and bring you down because of it, and other people won't even realize that's what it is. They might be looking at you thinking something's changed about this guy or about this girl, and that's what it is. It's your actual emotional maturity, and your mental maturity has gone up layers, and they can see that energy, because energy doesn't lie. So again, don't worry about what's going on around you, you just hold fast. Next card. Look at the bigger picture. Full moon in Sagittarius. Okay, there's red on this card, and also a bit of purple. This could be root and third eye or crown. And it says, look at the bigger picture. So yeah, while you're up there looking around from a place of growth and maturity that you've had, look at the picture as a whole. Don't worry about people's responses to how the things are going on in their life, because you can't be responsible for how other people behave. You can only be responsible for how you behave or how you react. So look at the bigger picture. You don't have to worry about, there's a bow and arrow here, and it's like, it hasn't been pulled back, but it will at any moment. And that could be you getting ready to fire off your thoughts about something. And Spirit is saying that you've come through a lot this last 12 months or so, and you need to look at the bigger picture. You need to realize that you can just sit back and relax for the next couple of weeks now, energetically and emotionally. Obviously, it's a busy time of year for people because it's the summer solstice, Letha, Yule for some people, and Christmas for others. And other communities and religions or what have you have Christmas, don't even have their Christmas until January. So either way, it is a busy time across the board. People have like a lot of different things going on, but emotionally you can just sit back because you've looked at the bigger picture. You need to look at your whole growth that you've gone through in the last 12 or 13 months and just gone, wow, this is fully sick. Details. Please focus. It says down here, clarity, ... important notes. So you need to be really, really clear about your details. If you've got emails you need to return, do it. If you've got paperwork you need to go through, get it done. If you've got study or something you need to get done before January starts, you need to knock it over. It's all about the details. The details are in the little things. Look at the bigger picture. Look at the finer details. Like there's a magnifying glass going on here. I personally, I'm a student as well as I work, and I need to actually sit down this weekend and do a fair few hours of study. I've got a couple of, hours, probably 6 hours worth of study I want to get done. Cheers, by the way, coffee. So look at the details, look at the finer things, look at the bigger picture, but really scrutinize. Look how people are responding to you. Look at, reflect on how much you've grown. How would they respond, or how would you respond to certain situations around you this time last year? You've come leaps and bounds. So yeah, you need to be proud of yourself. So this, don't worry about what's written on the back here, guys. This little card here is one of my own decks, and it's about your duality. It's about without light there's no dark, and without dark there's no light, the yin and yang effect, right? And basically what you need to remember, or in the light or of the light, you have healed. You have healed immensely, and that's what you need to be taking for the rest of these few weeks of the year going into the new year, that you have healed, that you have growth. Maybe you've gone over every detail. Maybe you have looked at the bigger picture. Maybe you do understand you are the sky and everything else is just the weather. Maybe you're aware of that. And again, like I said, emotionally, you can switch gears right now. You don't have to put yourself in a position where you're torn. You feel torn. Like you might, having said that, you might feel torn between two people. You might be torn between two jobs. You might be torn through a family rift. Whatever it is, you're healed from that. Even if you have to be in the eye of the fucking storm, you can remove yourself emotionally and just switch down a few gears, because you're resonating at such a higher energy. You're able to switch your energy down a few gears just to protect your own energy. And speaking of protecting your own energy, I think that I'm seeing like a mist sort of thing, and it's got holes and stuff through it. So basically what's that saying to me? Spirit is saying to me that there are people in this pile that have done a lot of healing work, and you should be proud of yourself. Congratulations. But you've got some holes in your aura. Now that could be from family members or partners or work environments or whatever, constantly digging their hunches in, constantly putting their hooks in you just to fuck with you somehow or what have you. That mightn't be the case, but at the same time, there are holes in your aura. Your auric field is torn. And what Spirit is saying is that you need to do that. You need to self-heal your auric field. Now, you can go and see a Reiki teacher or a Reiki practitioner. I'm a Reiki practitioner. I do generational bloodline healings, you know, I do karmic wound healings, I do lots of different things, I do psychic surgeries and stuff as well. So what's you can either go see somebody like that, or you can attempt it yourself. Now if you want to try yourself, what you need to do is just picture like a bubble or something around you. Let's just say it's a bubble, and or a sheet sort of over you, about a foot high, all around your body, going over you, down, covering past your feet, and ask Spirit to show you. Put your arms outwards, up in line with your shoulders, and stand with your feet about a foot apart. And if you picture the sheet or what have you over you, you can ask Spirit to please show you where the rips are in your aura. Now, however you see that, you will see them. You might see shards of light pouring through them, or you might see like masses of grey where the rest of the auric field's a different colour. Now, I'm going to be realistic here. There's no way in hell that if you did that, you're going to see 400 rips and tears in your aura. Impossible. Wouldn't be happen. We have a soul for a reason. But you can just do an overall. So what you could do is ask Spirit to please seal up the auric tears in your field, or you can picture your own hand in your mind's eye with a nice thread or something, and just quickly sewing them all up. It doesn't have to take an hour. You could do it in 15 minutes. You know, so Spirit's saying that's what you really need to do. That's something you need to work on going into the new year. But yeah, you have really, 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 really healed, guys, and I'm proud of you. Okay, creation, orangutan. So what Spirit is saying is you are quite creative in your approach with things. You're quite savvy. It's almost like you might approach somebody about a topic or something that you think would be a great idea to get done, but you'll plant seeds, not in a negative way. It's not a negative seed, or it might be, I doubt it, but you could just plant some seeds, and then the other person's going to come up with this fantastic idea, and you're going to go, oh my God, that's a fucking great idea. You know, like you're creative in your approach with things. And Spirit's saying you need to use that energy to get you through the next couple of weeks as well. If you're running behind on getting Christmas presents done or what have you, or you're running on, you know, you're running out of time to fit everybody in that you'd normally have time with over this time bracket, be creative. If you can't go and get to somebody, why don't you do a phone link up? If they're 40 minutes drive away, but you usually see them at this time of year every year, and it's what you've done for a long time, friends, family, lover, regardless, whatever, but you can't do that because of what's going on in your life at the moment, there's no reason why you can't do a video link up. Make a time with that person or those people. Have a Zoom, have a video link up, have a video chat. Everybody say, right, we're all going to put our Christmas hats on, or we're all going to put on crazy sunglasses, or what have you. Grab your wine or grab your coffee or whatever you do, and have an hour or two with them that way. That way you don't have to leave your space of your own home, but you can still have their needs met as well as yours. Be creative in your approach. Yay. Okay, so again, the sun, your answer is yes to whatever it is you want to know. Everything's going to turn out fine. I'm going through these pretty fast today, guys. Can I please have a couple of these from here, Spirit? Thanks. Thank you. Yeah, you've really, really healed. This is a fantastic pile. Whatever you've gone through. And Spirit, again, is saying to me from November last year to now, you have come leaps and bounds, like ridiculous amounts of energy shifting and self-work. And I don't think you're aware how fucking far you've come. And I can see it, and it's beautiful. Doesn't matter what your gender is. Geez, you've worked on yourself. Okay, first card, discipline. Thank you. Yep, you have been disciplined. This is a confirmation. Everything you have worked on in yourself, you have set boundaries, you have set barriers all year. And what Spirit is saying is that has helped you ascend up. You have come from a space of discipline. I did say earlier that you could spend the next couple of weeks of this year not being so emotionally wired or feeling like you have to tune into a level where, you know, It's going to make you exhausted. You can actually just switch gears and just drop your energy level down a little bit, because you're riding your emotions. You've been riding these emotions like a wave all bloody year, and you've done great. Your self-discipline has been fantastic, and I hope you're proud of yourself. Next card, reflection. Yeah, you've obviously done a lot of reflecting about what you want or what you don't want, or what you know is or isn't good for you. Some people have had a lot of upheaval this year. There's been a lot of families around the world that are really struggling on a poverty level because of the COVID stuff, like families not being able to eat properly and things like that. And that's really, I've actually done prayers for that, and I've done magic for those, for collective, and just really putting the energy out there to lift the vibration, because reflection is a wonderful thing, you know. So Spirit is saying that you've come from a lot of heartache. Spirit saying this particular pile, there's been a lot of heartache and a lot of pain. And even if it's just self-induced, not self-inflicted, but self-induced pain, because you took a long time to sift through things, probably longer than what you needed to, or what have you. You can reflect on this now. Again, you can switch gears emotionally and just look at how things are, and look from a place of where you've been, you know. Fantastic. This card, commitment. Woohoo! Now, straight away, obviously this could mean commitment in a relationship. You could be going into a commitment. You could be coming out of a commitment. You could be making a commitment in yourself to make sure that before the end of the year, you've made a decision on a commitment. Commitment could be signing contracts for houses, jobs, you know, finance for a vehicle, or what have you. Spirit is saying that you've made the commitment, or you're about to make the commitment, but whatever your choice is, you need to be committed to your commitment. Whatever you've decided your commitment's going to be. If you think your response to whatever your commitment is, you're going to say no to it, be committed to that. If you're going to say yes, be committed to that. Good times. The Shamanic Healing Oracle. Yay, I love these. I just got the mini deck. Yeah, I'm actually going to pull all my decks out on the weekend. I might take a photo and pop it up on YouTube, because I have over 100 decks, well over 100 decks now. Yeah, I probably bought about 45 decks this year. Oh, my son the other week says, Mum, how many decks do you have? And I said, oh, well, like rough figure, 110 or 115 or whatever. And he says, oh, and how much do they all cost? And I said, well, all different prices. So we agreed to figure out a ballpark figure to cover all of them that were a little bit cheaper or on sale, or some that are more expensive than others. And we worked it out, and yeah, I probably could have bought a car, actually, with that amount of money. But anyway, it is what it is. Can't help what you love, right? Not hurting no one. Okay, Spirit. Oi, can we get, whoops, yep. And one more, please. Thank you. Oh, yeah. This one. You want me to pull it? Okay, thank you. So, straight away, we've got letting go. Oh, beautiful. There's a sun in this card as well. The yin and yang aspect. Look, you're healed. You are healed. You've been torn. You don't have to be torn anymore. Even if you're confused about a situation that you need to make a commitment on, look, it's all here written out, guys. It's written in the cards. Healed, torn, commitment. Letting go. Let go of the bullshit. The sun is shining on you. The sun is in your favor, you know. You're going to get your needs met. This one, teaching. Yeah, this is like the reflection card. What you have learned in yourself, or what you have been through from November. I don't know why November is prevalent with this pile, but it keeps coming up. And the reflection is about everything you've gone through, the teachings, the lessons that you've learned. You are now coming from a higher space, and do not feel bad about not being able to step into certain mental and emotional situations in yourself prior to that, because, you know, a seed has to be watered, a seed has to grow. There's a process, you know. So what you're reflecting on what you've learned in yourself. Congratulations. Last card. Abundance. Yes, abundance. Whatever you've worked on, you're in abundance. You're not coming from a place of lack. You're not coming from a place of poverty or a poverty mindset. You know your worth, and you're starting to realize your worth. You've done a lot of work on things, and you're starting to realize your worth as a person. And I'm fucking proud of you guys. Honestly, how nice is this pile? So that's the overall message is the sun is shining on you. The energy that you need to keep raised going in from the rest of this year to the start of next year is just one of reflection and one of growth, one of acknowledgement in yourself. You don't have to be all hustle and bustle. Again, you could be in a shit emotional situation with the people around you. Just stand in the eye of the storm. Be the eye of the storm and switch gears. Don't be emotionally attached. Please work on your aura because you have healed significantly. It doesn't mean you're healed complete. Nobody's ever healed complete. I will be working on myself literally to the day I die. You know, if I'm alive for another 50 years, well, I'll be working on myself for 50 years. It's all about getting closest to consciousness, as close as you can. But yeah, so congratulations. So your energy is really fantastic. You've done the right thing and you can just switch gears now and enjoy your holiday period. And just remember, you've done a lot of work on yourself and that's the energy you need to be resonating in. Pile 2, guys, the Lily card. So this card is family, 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 family. It's about family, family commitments, family in general. And it doesn't matter if you've got blended families, if we're talking about step parents, if we're talking about stepchildren, if we're talking about a partner that has kids that you just started dating somebody. It could be family. Family doesn't even have to be blood. A lot of people in the world have family that are not even blood related to, but they're their closest people in the world. They're soulmates, you know, and that's their family. So, you know, this card honestly is all about family. So, first card says, do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment, by Buddha. Wow. Solar plexus. Okay. So what Spirit is saying is that don't worry or be concerned about what's going to come in 6 months from now or 3 months from now, or, you know, what's going to, you know, or what happened 3 months ago or what happened 2 days ago. Spirit is saying, don't worry about that. You can't change what happened in the past and you're not going to be able to alter your future so far down the line because stuff happens in life. So just really focus on the future. If you've got somebody standing in front of you or somebody in the forefront of your mind, or a job offer coming up for you and you know it's coming, or there's a promotion, or you've got money coming in, just focus on the immediate now. It doesn't mean the immediate now is like 3 days from now. The immediate now is right now. If you want to make a call, make a call. If you need to message somebody, message somebody. If you want to switch gears, just switch gears, but don't dwell in the past. This pile here, there's an energy of guilt somehow surrounding on that. My son's standing next to me yawning.
Mom, where's Gracie?
Gracie went home. Sorry, my son's just asking me about. I'm doing a video for YouTube, Bubba. Shush. Sorry about that, guys. I had to pause the video. I had my niece here earlier. She's 18. She came and collected her Christmas presents. And my son was sitting on my bedroom floor watching her. And then he'd laid down and fell asleep. And he's not long woken up from that. And he's like, where's she gone? So, yeah. Okay, so... yeah, do not dwell on the past. There is a guilty energy associated with this pile. Not guilty as in you're a bad person, but you feel guilty about things from the past. Don't dwell on that. Don't worry about how it can be with a situation in the future so much. Worry about now. Just focus on the immediate. Next card. Don't let pride get in your way. Yeah, look, there's a yellow here and a yellow here. You could be a Leo. This could be associated with a Leo. You could have no relation to a Leo. A lion in general, this could mean something, or it might not. Take it or leave it. But the colours are the same. There's a bit of almost, it's a sacral, there's a solar plexus in there, the colours, and also you could take this as a sacral or the root. It kind of looks like rusty red, or it could be orange, but you need to get your chakras lined up. Spirit is saying you need to eat some food that will help you balance your chakras, and this has been a common theme for me the last few weeks saying this. But don't let pride get in your way. Don't dwell on the past. Don't be too prideful to make an apology. Don't be too prideful to reach out to somebody, or don't be too prideful to forgive yourself for something, you know. Next card. The energy is gaining momentum. Oh, beautiful. So we've got all the head space colours here to do with chakras. And what Spirit is saying is that regardless of what you're stressing about in the past, or what you feel guilty for, or what you wish had been different at the time, Spirit's saying the energy is gaining momentum, whether it's for a closure or for a new beginning. You can't change that now. The pendulum always sits back. Just focus on what's happening immediately, and that'll help lay down the stones for the future. Don't dwell on the past because you can't change it. The energy is gaining momentum. This is actually, okay, so Spirit is saying your overall energy to go through these next couple of weeks and coming into the new year, it was just being focused on the present immediate. situations that are going on right now in your life. You might have 10 situations going on in your life. It doesn't matter. You might have one situation going on in your life. It doesn't matter. Just focus on that now. Just get through that every day, every day, every day, every day. Just wake up every day and go, woo, new day, motherfuckers, you know. It's fully sick. Spirit of place. Just give me a sec. Wow, see the wooden tree behind this wood nymph or whatever she is? It's almost like it's a petrified wood. It's so solid, like you wouldn't be able to barely cut that thing down. So again, I'm seeing there's guilt associated with this pile somehow, whether it's thinking of somebody else's guilt or feeling bad about something that you've been through in your past. Spirit is saying, do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. That's not to say that you can't make plans for the future. It just means that don't think, oh, I wonder, you know, don't daydream so much about the future. Don't think, oh, I wonder how such and such is going to be like in 6 months. Like, no, focus about now. And if the current moment or the present moment is associated with the next 2 weeks, well, so be it. You know, that's your current moment. But there is definitely nostalgia going on here. Somebody is all up in their head, but there's been a transformation. See, this woman's got butterfly wings coming off her eyes. Spirit is saying that somebody is looking at a situation that they've been through in their life with newfound growth. There's been a transformation and you're looking at something with newfound eyes. And what Spirit wants you to know is that's a really good energy to be resonating in because you've had growth. But at the same time, you're trapped in the past. You're playing things over and over and over and over and wishing, fuck, I wish this was different. I wish I had done something this way, or maybe I should have taken that job instead of this one, or whatever your situation is. Spirit's saying, don't worry about it. Let it go. Don't dwell in the past. But yeah, this woman's been quite nostalgic, but she's stuck in her head. So this card here is my duality or my yin-yang information. Basically, without the light, there is no dark. Without the light, there is no dark, full stop. So, you know, basically what Spirit's saying is be crystal clear on what you need to focus on. Be crystal clear. It doesn't mean you can't focus on more than one relationship at once in your life. You know, you might be having siblings that fight over Christmas and now one's not coming. Just normal everyday shit. You could have 2 lovers. You could, you know, who knows? It could be to do with a boss. Whatever it is, do not dwell in the past. Come from a crystal clear perspective. Focus on what is immediately in your world right now and take it as a gift. Take it as a blessing. Even the harder things that we go through are blessings for what's to come in our life. So just be crystal clear about your approach. Be crystal clear on what you're focused on and be dedicated to that. Don't come from a place of opaque. Don't come from a place where you're muddled and you can't see through, or people can't read your energy, or you're not being clear with your words, or you're not being honest and open about how you're feeling about things. That's not a good energy to be resonating in. Spirit's saying the energy you need to be resonating in is the moment of now, the present. Nourishment. Oh, beautiful card. Okay, there's green on here for like heart chakra, and there's purples on here again for the crown and or third eye. And what Spirit is saying is that you need to nourish yourself. Oh, there is definitely guilt somehow associated with this card, with this pile. Spirit is saying that you need to nourish yourself. And if nourishing yourself means having a pedicure, going for a swim, eating your favorite chocolate when you know that you shouldn't, what have you, nourishment. Even if it's like reading, or just literally you need to get some new skin cream, whatever that means to you, it's about nourishment, nourishing yourself. Be crystal clear about what you want to do in this present moment. Be crystal clear about what you focus your intention on. You know, like I said, somebody might have 10 things I have to focus on at the moment. It doesn't mean you can't focus on them all. It just means that you have to be realistic on your focus. Be crystal clear. It'll nourish you. It'll feed your soul. It'll give you some soul food if you look after yourself in that respect. Can I have a couple of these, guys? So yeah, remember your overall energy going up until the first couple of days of January, for example, is about being in the present. Don't worry about the past. And don't worry about the future. Just take the present as it is. Initiative. Yeah, take the initiative. Like I was saying, stop being in this nostalgic mindset. If you've got people that you need to speak to, do it. If you've got things you've got to tie up before the end of the year, get it done. Take the initiative. Make the call. Send the message. Write the email. Whatever it is. Have the conversation with a family member over Christmas or whatever it is. Spirit is saying that you really need to just come from the space of being in the present moment. Take the initiative. Prudence. Okay, straight off the back, Spirit is saying this is the opposite effect of what this card is. Spirit is saying that either one, people in your life are going to be prude to you and you know that, and it's coming up over the Christmas space. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about how Uncle Jim's going to be on Christmas Day because he's a nice bloke, but when he has one extra beer or one extra fucking scotch than normal, it turns into an absolute asshole. Don't worry about what's going to come on that day. Deal with that on that day, for example. And it also could mean are you coming from a place of prudence? You don't have to. You don't have to be prude about things. You just need to be open and honest. Take the initiative. Authenticity. Oh, it's one of my most favoriteest words in the world. Are you being authentic? Or maybe you need to be authentic. Or maybe you're over authentic. Maybe sometimes your authenticity is what makes people uncomfortable. Maybe you could be a really high level energy empath. Because what Spirit is saying is be authentic. Concentrate on the present moment. Just be authentic with the moments that are happening in your present world. You'll be better off for it. Again, nourish your soul. Soul food. Be true to yourself. You know, you don't have to go rocking people's boats and shit. What have we got here, guys? Thank you. Can I please have, this is the Shamanic Healing Oracle cards, and it's the little mini deck. Can I have a couple of cards here, please? You're going to flick out for me? No. All right, two more. 1, 2. Thanks. Haha, funny. Wait till the last minute. Thanks. Actually, extra one. You got 3. The other 4. The other pile got 3. Okay. Anger. Whoa. Bees in the trap. Bees in the trap. Be authentic. Don't worry about the past and don't focus on the future. Get through your immediate stuff now. Don't worry about it. Take the initiative. If somebody is in your life is angry at this time of year, take the initiative. Maybe that's when you do need to be prude. Be crystal clear on your boundaries. Nourish your soul. Remember, this nostalgia here, there's some guilt associated with this card. Maybe it's not you. You know? Next card. Burden. Oh, yeah. Let your burdens go. Don't dwell on the past. Don't hold guilt for things. This is a really big player in this. Okay, you know what? Do. If that's how you are, if that's how you resonate, well, that's okay. Like you are you. But at the same time, you can't be responsible for other people's bullshit. You can only be responsible for your own responses and your own actions to things. If you feel burdened, just focus on the immediate present. Remember, it'll nourish your soul. Just be very crystal clear about your approach. Again, the energy is gaining momentum and don't let pride get in your way. Next card, it says, stripping illusions. Well, holy guacamole, Batman. Far out. Stripping illusions. This speaks for itself. Maybe you need to not dwell in the past, or maybe every time you see a certain family member at Christmas, they bring up something that happened from 10 years ago. I'm just going to have a drink. Sorry, you can probably hear me swallowing my coffee, but the mic piece is right at my face there. Okay, so don't worry about it. Strip the illusions back. Come from a space of nostalgia. You've been there. You've done it. Be crystal clear. Don't make sure there's any illusions. Strip them back. You are in a really good place. Remember, your energy right up until the first few days of January is about being in the present moment. Enjoy yourself for the present moment. Don't worry about what's going to happen at 5 o'clock tomorrow night. Focus on what you're doing tomorrow morning at 5 o'clock, you know. And duality. La ha ha ha. That's what my little cards are about. The yin and the yang. Without the light, there is no dark. Without the dark, there is no light. Without the light, there is no dark. Straight off the bat, Spirit is saying you have to be realistic about what the hell goes on around you. Sometimes there's a bad in everybody and there's a good in everybody. Just nourish yourself. Nourish your soul. Remember, don't let pride get in your way. The energy is gaining momentum. You just really need to remember this is about family. Oh, my phone. Sorry, this is about a family space. Where are you in yourself to do with family? Are you torn between family members? Are you torn between where to go, which way to go in your life? Don't worry about it. Focus on the now. Focus on the now with everybody involved, you know. Focus on everybody that's in your immediate headspace right now. Don't worry about what's going to happen down the line. Duality. Are you in balance? Maybe you need to do a bit of a yin-yang tune-up. Yeah, really cool. So again, your energy is about being in the present moment. Going up until January. Actually, yeah, thanks. Spirit is saying to me I need to pull another one of these. I didn't do it for the other pile, but Spirit didn't ask me to. Yeah. I'll just say yeah because I've got a guy chattering in my ear going, this pile's still quite hurt, still a bit bruised. What's going on in their life, and they just need to remain centered. Whoa, thank you very much. Okay. Rescue. Ah, oh, beautiful. You are your own rescuer. Your throat. Have your say. There's like a rainbow in the bloody smoke up here. You know, you've got angelic assistance, you know. The water is flowing. There are emotions involved here, but you need to... maybe you need to be your own rescuer. Maybe that is how you nourish yourself, you know. Maybe you need to rescue somebody else. Maybe you're trying to be somebody's savior or you're helping them. Spirit's saying rescue. Whatever that means to you, you need to rescue a situation. You need to rescue yourself from a situation. You can just focus on the present moment. Field of dreams. Wow. Cool. That's beautiful. Look at the fae all over that. Okay, so on here it says, do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present. Field of dreams. Okay, so this is a really fucking clear message. Thanks, Spirit. Spirit is saying your dreams are real. They're going to come into fruition, but don't worry about it now. They're in the incubation process. They're growing. Don't worry about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas and the what ifs coming down the line. Spirit is saying they've got your dreams. They're getting loved and looked after. They've got the fairies here. Fairies, oh, look at that, 21, summer solstice. And also summer solstice is a really good time to invoke fairies or give blessings to the fairies. And I find that quite interesting because there's fae on this card and a number 21, and they're sitting on your dreams. They're nurturing and tending to your long-term goals and aspirations. So Spirit's saying, don't worry, don't worry, don't worry. Focus on now. Things will work out. Yeah, can I have one more? Thank you. Protecting treasure. Oh, woo. Yeah. Protecting treasure, whatever you hold dear to you, whatever is treasure to you, it is safe and protected. That could be another person. Somebody else could be your treasure. You're safe. You are highly protected. There's a crown here. Look, you are the king or queen of your own demise, your own life, your own legacy. You are highly protected. Your dreams are going to come into fruition, so don't worry about it. Can I get one more from here? Thanks. Truth. Yeah. What is your truth? What are you being authentic about, or what do you need to be authentic about? You did have the authenticity card come up. So just remain in your truth. Focus on the immediate present. Your dreams are safe. Your wishes are safe. Spirit has seen inside your heart space and your head space. So know that what you want to happen, you know, in the future. You know, they know that some of this is to do with pain from the past, but Spirit is saying they're guaranteeing you a genuine guarantee that you are protected, your dreams are protected, your visions and what you want in your heart space is protected and safe. It is treasured. It is a treasure and it's safe. So yeah, cool. Okay, so hopefully you guys have enjoyed this reading. Please like, share, subscribe. Yeah, definitely give a thumbs up. Put a comment in. That'd be sick. I will be doing another reading in the next day or so, but I'll be definitely doing a reading for the summer solstice in the next, I'll be in time for the 21st. So yeah, be safe. Much love. Amethyst.